What if the success that you're looking for might not be found in more discipline, more pressure, more stress, more effort, but what if it's actually found in a regulated nervous system? So allow me to show you and teach you the art of the calm advantage. What you need to understand is when you operate through life with a dysregulated nervous system, you do not see life clearly. You just see life through threat. Everything feels urgent, everything feels personal, and because of that, everything ends up being heavier than it actually is. And where most people accidentally go wrong by creating more stress in their life is that they try to live their day-to-day life trying to avoid stress without understanding that if you are trying to avoid stress, then that means you are scanning for stress. Most people live their life thinking, what do I need to avoid today? What could possibly go wrong? What drains me? Without understanding that your attention is a flashlight and whatever you shine the light on is going to grow brighter. So even though you are trying to avoid stress, stress is still at the center of that flashlight, giving it more light in your life. And that is the paradox that you first need to understand if you successfully want to regulate your nervous system. That you don't regulate a nervous system by obsessing over what dysregulates it. No, that is wrong. You regulate your nervous system when you refocus your attention on the things that create calmness for you. I want you to think about it like a radio. If the radio is tuned to static, nothing is wrong with the radio. You just simply need to adjust the frequency, right? And your nervous system works the same way, where if you're feeling stress and chaos, that is simply just static. And regulation is when you just turn your frequency back into a state of calmness, of groundness, of presence. So now the question at hand is very simple. What feels calm for you? What creates a safe place for you, right? Not what looks productive or is impressive, but what makes your nervous system feel at home. For some people, myself included, it's the sun. I love to sunbathe every single day. I love to go on slow walks. I love to drive and work out without music. For you, it might be reading. It might be going to the beach. It might be playing your favorite sport. It might be meditation. It might be breath work. It might be prayer, right? Whatever creates calmness for you is how you actively regulate your nervous system. So the goal has never been to live a life with zero stress because let's face it, that's just impossible. The goal has always been to stop making stress your home frequency because the state that you live in and embody most is going to materialize itself into the life that you experience. And this is why the daytime and nighttime matter so much. You need to have a level of discipline with how you approach your mornings and your nights because the morning sets the tone where the night clears the residue. So if you start your day in chaos, that chaos is going to carry into your choices. And if you end the day with tension, you are going to carry tension into your sleep, and it is just a never-ending cycle. And you got to stop viewing sleep as just sleep because sleep is the foundation of your life. Sleep is not just where you rest, it is where your mind resets. It is where your nervous system rehearses what safety feels like. And if you go to sleep carrying the weight of the day, your body is not going to magically forget. And this is why having a shutdown ritual is essential. It can be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It can be an hour long, but just put your phone away, dim the light, stop consuming mindlessly, reflect with yourself, stretch. What am I not going to bring into tomorrow? What am I going to release right now? And in the morning, you do not hand over your nervous system to the world. We're not checking Instagram anymore. We're not checking how well you're posted on TikTok. We're not going through our emails, through our text messages. We are going to dedicate our first thoughts to ourselves. We are going to breathe. We're going to move slowly. We're going to stretch. We're going to reflect, right? We are going to choose the state that we wish to operate from. Because every regulated person simply just makes different choices. They speak differently, they create differently, they handle conflict differently. They do not chase every fear, they do not react to every trigger, they respond to the world from peace. And this is why calmness has never actually been a sign of weakness, and it is actually a sign of power under control, because it is a regulated nervous system that allows your gifts, such as your intuition, your creativity, your purpose, your passions, to manifest themselves clearly. So stop asking yourself, how do I become successful? And instead ask yourself, what nervous system is required for me to attain that success that I am seeking? Because a body that only knows survival cannot create a life of wealth and abundance. You need to regulate first and then move.